Sippers, we're here in the Waterfront Hall, 29th and 30th November. We'll be here for two big live Tea With Me's. One show sold out, still some tickets left for the other one. The link is in the description or go on the Waterfront Hall website. As for the lineup, we're keeping that top secret, okay? But four of your favourite comics spread over 2 nights and it's what? Go back up, go back up, go back up. Not supposed to be in shot. Like we rehearsed. Did it again.
Just down there.
Go back. Sipper. I don't want to do it. Just bite. Tell them to just put a post up with texting.
Sippers get ready. When people get ready. Sippers get ready for Tea With Me.
Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, Shane Todd. Before we get into this episode, let me tell you about a couple of things. The first of which is Tea With Me live in the Waterfront Hall. Our big shows this year, 29th, 30th November. 30th sold out, 29th some availability, but some single seats floating about. Check it out. Andrew Ryan, Dave Elliott, William Thompson, Mickey Bartlett, stand up and pod. It's going to be a great time. This should be your Christmas night out. Tickets are in the description below. Patreon, you know the crack by now. From as little as £3 a month, you get the bonus episode on a Monday, live stream on a Friday, including Lazy Boys sometimes, and we put some exclusive stuff on there, like the roast of William Thompson, which will be out this week or next, exclusively on Patreon. People's legal teams have been involved, but it's out there, uncut, for you to watch. Before we get into this episode, I also need to plug that I'm on tour, ShaneToddComedy.com. Dan, what date does this episode come out?
Potentially the 30th of October.
30th of October. So I have, I've got Cork Opera House, Galway sold out, Dublin sold out, one SSE sold out, but the 15th of November has tickets left, a good amount of tickets left, and then I'm touring Europe, Middle East and America, ShaneToddComedy.com. We are sponsored by none other than Manscaped, the number one in men's below the belt grooming. Manscaped have been sponsoring us from the start. If you don't know what Manscaped is, they do a plethora, and I haven't said that in years, a plethora of products that you would need as the modern man to bring you into a grooming phase in your life. They've got it all. They've got the Lawnmower 5.0 with wireless charging technology. It's got a wee light on it. If you're shaping yourself up, if you're lining yourself up in the house before a night out or before a date, so that you don't have pubic hair and your power goes out, no problem. Just get that wee light on like a wee Chilean miner. Get yourself sorted. They've got products for your beard. They've got products for your balls. They've got it all. They've got cologne, boxers. They put these packages together for your package. If you're traveling, get yourself some Manscaped products. A great gift for an uncle, a friend, a lover, an enemy. Manscaped.com. Use a code Tea With Me for 20% off and free shipping.
There's also a new product called the Chairman Pro coming out. An electric foil shaver.
What?
We'll have it for next week.
Unbelievable. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Chairman of the board. My guests on this week's episode are two returning guests, Nico van der Horst, the man behind Pride and Opinion, aka the Watch Guy, who is just all over the internet for his videos about watches. And his big personality. Nico's been in with us before, and this week he's joined by Dave Elliott. We have a lot to talk about. This was a great one, a hell of a lot of fun. Thanks to these guys for coming back on. Please enjoy this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with my guests, Dave Elliott and Nico van der Horst. Please. Look, let's just get straight into it. Dave, drop yours first for Nico. Show him what you're working with.
Fitbit version 5, my friend.
I can use one, to be fair. I mean, I'm not the fittest anymore, mate.
But
Nico,
does it work for you?
Well, it makes me feel guilty. Yeah, it makes me go, my heart rate's too high, I might die here.
Right.
Which is a nice reminder.
And style-wise, let me see it.
Sleek.
Sleek,
black,
sleek.
thin, sleek, black, stylish.
Now, do you know what I don't like as a look? Guys who'll wear like the Whoop or the Fitbit on one arm and then the watch on the other.
You know what?
It's too many things.
I know what you're saying. You know what my real big problem is with the Whoop? It's like Stephen, who works for me, right? Who works at Pride and Opinion. He runs the company. I do fuck all, basically. But every day he's like, my sleep score is like 40. Yeah. And I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's this obsession for scores.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that really, I have a very addictive personality.
How many hours a night do you sleep?
You
You go to bed late?
Yeah, I will be in bed very late.
Like what time?
I'm not a very good morning person, but I would be in bed about 2. Yeah, 2, 3 o'clock.
That's why you're not good in the mornings. That's late to go to bed. If I went to bed at 3 in the morning and woke up, I'd be grouchy too.
I'm not a morning guy. I go to bed at 2 and get up at 4. I'm just not in a great mood though when I wake up.
No,
You gotta go to bed before the devil comes out.
When
You'd
is
be
the-
asleep before 11.
Mate,
Is that devil time?
He comes out at 12, but like I'd get to sleep beforehand to make sure.
Yeah, because the devil might have left his watch at home. He might know time. He's just going by feeling. Yeah.
a whoop would definitely be too confrontational for me, mate. Like,
Yeah.
Your sleep score is 20.
Yeah.
Like, and I have this thing. I may just go out snacking in like middle of the night or something. I'm just in bed for an hour. And I
You
was
made
like,
that seem like it's like a sleepwalking thing. You're like, oh, I just go snacking. Like you're not in control of it. I sleep order Uber Eats.
something
I
like
sleep
that.
drive to Tesco 24 hours.
Yeah.
Nico, what do you think? This is a Casio Illuminator. Water resistant, 50 meters.
It's class, mate. It's god tier. I actually saw you wearing some different watch with Reese when Reese was here.
I wonder what I had on.
With some plastic. No, it wasn't plastic. It was like leather strap, gold color-ish.
Oh,
thingy.
my friend was getting married, and then he got the boys a nice fossil watch.
Yeah, no, I saw you. I was like, oh, he's making moves. You know, he's making moves.
Trying to be a real boy.
Yeah,
a man,
but
like
that's
wearing-
better than a fossil watch. No offense.
This, yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
just
for sure.
I just like Casios. What are you wearing there, big shooter?
Mm,
That's not a Casio.
no, that's a sandblasted Richard Mille. That's actually.
That sounds like a breed of dog.
Is your dog sandblasted?
Have a good
What
day at
kind
the
of
beach.
dog is that? A bold one, like same as yourself. Sandblasted dog. Yeah, that's a sandblasted RM11 Felipe Massa. So it's a collaboration that Richard Mille, the brand, is done with Felipe Massa, the former F1 driver.
I've been calling that Richard Mille for years. Anytime I read that brand in magazines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the French are and the Swiss and the French are very anal about like Richard Mille, you know, it's like it needs to be like a certain.
Do you not get worried like carrying that about? No.
In Northern Ireland,
case you fall?
No, in case you fall, yeah.
No, that would be a genuine worry for me.
Yeah?
If you do like a bit like a banana skin slip.
I fell today before I came to the podcast. Did you? Yeah.
Talk us through.
Tripped over a dustbin in my ma's house, lost the head. Fucking house is so bastard cluttered. No floor.
When Dave's not doing podcasts, he's one half of the Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah.
Tripped over a dustbin.
No, I thought I was done for it. See, at this age, you go.
Nico, when you travel, have you ever had like a hairy experience where you think someone's trying to steal your watch?
Oh, yeah. That the night in Bangkok.
What happened?
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I had a prototype of a watch on. So the prototype, we released a watch together with a very important watch brand. I had number one, the prototype, worth a clean fortune, right?
Like ballpark.
Like $150,000. Like, yeah, it's fucking
What
serious
sort
money.
of dollars, like?
Like,
Like which country?
US dollars.
Pesos.
Singapore pesos. No, like proper, like mad crazy. You'll love it. It's an orange strap. Honestly.
As a man who loves straps.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how you're just sitting with that. I couldn't like put my hand if I'm carrying that much on my wrist. If I had a £200 watch on, I'd be so careful about the way I was putting my hand down. I'd just be so
Yeah,
worried.
but what do you think can go wrong with that? Nothing.
Well, if I go past 51 meters, everything according to the watch.
So don't go past 51 meters. But no, it was someone tried to steal that watch basically, and a friend of mine, Tommy Teef, as I call him, Tommy Turkey Teef, is from Bellamonte.
I thought you meant Tommy Teef, like a thief. I was like, he's the guy. He's like, this is what a thief would do if they. Yeah.
He went to some place here in Belfast to get teeth, but like the widest. I've never seen anything.
That's a mistake they all make. Anyone
Yeah.
who's getting teeth done here, don't have the whitest of white.
No, but
go like
this
2
is
levels
like
down.
white.
Right.
Like wider than white. You've
Yeah.
like it literally. He smiles and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
it's a bit wild. Like,
So did he know someone? Did he tip you off? He's
oh
like,
no,
"Listen."
he looks after me sometimes.
Right.
In what way? That sounds like.
Because if people try and rob him, he smiles at them, and
In Bangkok,
Nico gets away.
in Bangkok, he saved me basically. So he took the watch from the guy.
how did you know? Oh, we got it off.
Mate, I was absolute. Yeah, I was. He just has a lookout. Something. He's amazing. Like, but
Were you in a restaurant or like a
no,
nightclub?
it wasn't a club. I never get like that ever.
Oh, you've had a
One or two.
with 150 grand watch on.
Yeah, the problem is, I think I was drugged that night.
Right.
Those
Sleep
guys,
drug.
Those guys do it.
You're like, hey.
Those guys do it.
I think I was drugged that night. That was proper, like, the hangover experience. And the funny bit is, we were doing a photo shoot with our clothing brand at that night, and it needed a wee bit of hangover type of vibes, right? But it.
Oh, so you're saying you're a method actor? You're like, you had the.
It was that wild. It wasn't wild or what? That was ridiculous.
Was it?
And when the guy.
I had to be careful.
I want to know.
I don't know how I got back to the
Yeah,
hotel.
what were you drinking? What were you drinking?
Tequila.
Straight?
Yes, yeah, straight. Yeah, but so tequila in that part of the world, or even in America, is like what whiskey is here. Like, we only have shit tequila in here, basically, like the stinking rank bullshit, right?
Well,
but if you go to America,
hat on, it's delicious.
that one is horrendous. Mate. Do that again.
You then proceeded to do not a Mexican song at all. You're doing a wee fiddly the Irish
I
song.
know. Listen, making bonds, mate. I'm not building walls. I'm breaking them down.
You're drinking tequila.
So tequila. So we have all sorts of whiskeys here. They don't have that there. They have just all sorts of tequila.
Right.
So yeah, that was some experience.
So does it taste like? Do you get a shot of it, or do you have like a tumbler?
You sip it.
You sip it. Yeah.
How did the guy get it off your wrist? Was it sleight of hand?
I don't know very much about that night, to be honest.
And like, so was it like that's folded onto your wrist, or is it like through the wee hole on the strap?
I
Like,
may
how
have
does he
just.
get it off?
Oh, look at this. I don't know.
You know, see if you're in a bar,
genuinely-
blitzed on tequila in Bangkok, and you go, "This is worth 150 grand." I guarantee there's going to be a few fellas being like, "I'll have some of that." You know, get me some of that. So it's your fault, really.
It is my fault, and I know, and I take full responsibility.
And what happened if
Tommy got it
Keith
back?
wasn't there? If he hadn't got that back,
I would have been
what
fucked.
happens to you?
You've been fucked.
Aye.
How did Tommy get it back?
I don't know. Tommy has his means, and big shout out to you, Tommy.
That's a hairy situation because
Listen, that was a situation I got myself in. But before that, like in London, it's very dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm recognizable for a person in my industry, so I do not wear a watch in London, period. And I'm in London often for business, so we usually have security.
Right.
And I am very on the ball with how we take care of things, etc. So, but no, Northern Ireland never had a problem. Never.
have you ever been pickpocketed, Dave, or robbed or anything?
No one comes near me. I do it.
He's the thief.
Yeah.
Our mate Stevie, hate me saying this, got robbed by a one-arm guy in Spain. Got robbed by a guy with one arm in Spain.
Mate.
So what was he do? How was he?
He was
did
getting
he-
on a bus and a guy with one arm came up to him, like patted his back and all as he was getting on the bus. You know, he's like, "Oh, like have a good journey."
So
or
what did he
whatever.
rob him with? If the hand's on his back, what's getting the wallet out?
As he was patting his back, he put his hand in his pocket and all, and took all his money.
What did he use to distract him?
Yeah,
like,
that's what
I'm
I mean.
curious about that. Take his trousers off or something.
Yeah.
Like wave something, no?
I have no idea, but I
It's like
know
I'm
Stevie
very
was ripping.
dexterous with my feet. Like, so I can pick, like, my toes, I'll pick
Right,
stuff
see, by
up
the
and-
end of this podcast,
Yeah.
try and take Nico's watch for your foot.
Well,
without
I'll
him knowing.
try. So, like, does this guy have other body parts that he can use, like, to slip in and take his wallet and put it away again?
Yeah, I'd be so, if I had an expensive anything on, I'd be so paranoid about it.
Yeah. I break everything. Everything without meaning to. I'm just a clumsy guy.
I wore a friend's Rolex for like a second as he was showing me it, and I was like, I can't even sit with this on my wrist.
Why is that? Is that just in your mind, or like you don't break a Rolex? Like you cannot break it. Period.
Well, we'll see.
We
I
do a
think.
new YouTube series.
Yeah.
Can we break this
Do you
Rolex?
listen? Do you want me to borrow you one?
No.
Fully insured.
I promise. I would appreciate it so much. I just couldn't. I couldn't relax and wear it. I couldn't relax and wear it.
I told you this in the last time I was here, right? Comedians and watches, mate. Big thing.
They love
right?
it.
They love it. You were in Austin, right? And I want to hear everything about that, by the way, because like the bollocks.
So they all had Rolexes.
Yeah.
So that it seems like a bit of a thing, but they wear them on stage. Couple of reasons, just complete personal preference. If I was in an audience watching someone relating to everyday life, and they're wearing, and I was like, that watch is worth 20, 30 grand.
But people
I
don't
probably
look
find it harder to relate, and also, I'm very particular about like doing my time properly on stage. So is Dave Elliott, no one more so than this guy. He's the ombudsman. If anyone goes 1 minute over, Dave, they're dead to Dave.
See that one-armed pickpocket? He used to be a comedian. Went over.
Yeah. So I like to check my time on stage, and I'm used to Casios for that. I probably have. Yeah, that's there for the gig tonight, and that's the perfect one for just checking my time. We stopwatch on it on stage, so I don't know, just. I like to be as relaxed as possible, and I would be so conscious about how much that was worth when I was on stage. It wouldn't help me relax.
But see, to like the normal guy, and you go, "What's a watch do?" Tells the time.
Yeah,
What
for
do you
me,
do
it's
after that? When did you first go, I like watches, this is what I'm into?
it's not the watch itself that tells the time. It's the whole idea and the concept behind it. We had a chat with Brian Cox about this, right? The mad smart guy.
Guy from
Yeah,
D-Ream?
great Brian Cox.
Talk to me.
I've talked it up now. Nico, that's a lovely watch. Fantastic. Does it tell the time?
Ooh. So
Sounds very creepy. It's a creepy
It's
Brian
a wee
Cox.
bit like.
Oh, take your watch off, Nico.
Oh.
And your pants. You know something.
Is it Gary Barlow trying to as well? That's what
No, that's Gary there. Gary's somewhere a little bit more like that.
That's equally creepy.
Just a louder Brian Cox.
So
So is Brian Cox rocking a watch?
yeah, actually he does. But having conversation for me as a kid, right? And I'll go back to the Brian Cox part. For me as a kid, it's not the time, or it's not the value, or it's not. It's the fact that we have defined time at some point, right? This is time, and this is how we measure it. And we've done that in the past, or very, very old past. We've been able
Sundial.
sundial, sun clocks, fucking.
I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Don't know how they work or what.
But we've then defined that day, the sun and night. We separated that. Then we've separated the daytime. We've separated the evening and the nighttime. So for me, the fact that we as human beings created a device that tracks that, and we've defined that, that was always the fascinating part, mate. I am full blown ADHD, right? I cannot concentrate on nothing, right? It is what it is. As a kid, all I wanted to do was either play Lego or take a watch apart, put it back together. Like, I enjoyed that element. And that is, for me, something that's where it started for me as a kid. I never thought that I would make a career out of this, mate. I come from fuck all. I never had a penny in my pocket. You see what I mean? And it's still not today the financial side that interests me. That's why we have people around us that do actually care about that, because with my fucking lavish fucking idiotic spending, sometimes we need people that a wee bit more commercial than me, to be honest. But like, for me, it is the fact that we track time, and the fact that it lasts a lifetime. To give you an idea, if you buy a Rolex Submariner for 9.5, 10 grand, or maybe even you get handed down a watch like that, mate, will survive yourself. And like, I bought a watch whenever my son was born, and I will wear that watch 17 times, meaning that on every single one of his birthdays, I will wear that watch. And when he's 18, he gets that watch. If he sells it, I'll fucking kill him. I'll fucking kill him. Right?
Oh, if my dad handed me anything cool, like a watch or whatever.
Fuck
cash
knows what your
converters.
dad would hand you. Jesus, it's not worth thinking about. Lord knows what that man would give you. His kneecap, probably. He has that somewhere.
Well, Brian Cox, by the way, is just Brian. We had this conversation. We as human beings still don't know what time is. We've just, we don't know. We just decided that, and we've decided to create a device to track that. So we still don't know. There's still no proof that.
Are you saying there could be even another hour that we
Yeah,
don't know about?
exactly. You never know, mate. Maybe
But
we'll
what's
lie
It's
to you.
20 past 13.
Aye. Wow.
You know what I mean? Maybe there's 25 hours in a day. We don't know. Crazy if we find that out.
But anything could be anything.
A new
if you
day.
approach it with that approach.
John Day.
I'm actually skinny.
Unreal.
It's true.
But I see what you mean about like, so those comedians in Austin, like at the Mothership, all those comics, they all had Rolexes, but I understand, like they saw that as they've worked to a certain level, they've got these gigs, so they are treating themselves to that. But it's just that they all were doing that.
You know the thing is, right? Americans are way too much in your face. Like people from here, just like this is where, and you see that in many aspects. I see that on YouTube, right? I would never put a customer on camera, never. But in America, mate.
That's all though.
TikTok,
TikTok, yeah.
Look at me showing off my 200 grand.
Bargaining for a Rolex and. You said though a lot of those are set up too.
But comedians, it would probably be Americans are way more open. We're way more like, I don't have much. I'm poor. Like otherwise the fucking tax man comes. Whatever.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, but we're way more, I would say, humble about that.
Yeah.
We don't care about that too much. I think.
Yes. Yeah. What's your most any lavish purchases recently that you've got told off for by like other people around you?
Yeah, everything I do get told off for, mate.
Give me an example, like say when you're traveling, when you're going to Bangkok,
Yeah.
are you cleaning up at the duty free or anything?
No.
Big Toblerones or anything like that?
No, man. I'm trying to lose weight. You know, it's very hard, but no, I'm thinking at the moment, and I haven't even told anyone this yet. But I'm thinking about a specific car, which would be a brilliant idea. But I promised not to buy another car. So we've been in conflict here at the moment.
So you get a notion and you'll go for it?
I'm really impulsive, yes.
Yeah. What was a stupid purchase you've made, looking back on it? I ordered some naughty stuff during COVID.
My jet skis were actually a great one because in the end I made money on them.
Right.
That was good, but everyone was like, you're a lunatic. And I'm like, yeah, that's
I got
great.
an omelette maker on Amazon, about 25 quid, tiny.
Yeah, but you know what the omelette
You can
maker
get about
is?
an egg and a half in.
You just need to look in the mirror, mate. You're an omelette maker. You don't need to get a machine to do that. You just put it in a pan, fold it over. Easy.
One of the most
You know what I got
beautiful
shouted
things
at for
anyone's
this
ever
week?
said.
I bought 3 packets of grapes in Marks and Spencer's. I was told you only need 2.
Yeah, but an M&S, 3
Yeah.
M&S punnets.
Yeah.
That's
this
a
is
lot.
fucking mad expensive, by the way.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
Mixed seedless?
Well, it's a grape, is a grape, isn't it?
No, that's not just any grapes. These are Marks and Spencer's grapes.
Mad
These are
expensive.
That's one thing we have in common. When me and Dave go lavish, we'll buy like a wee jacket or a shirt in Marks and Spencer's.
But I mean, that's lavish. That's as lavish as I go. Jackets and fruit from Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
That's me going, you've done well,
This
sir.
guy's a real
You know?
fruit problem.
Yeah. I do. But no,
I buy
fruit's
Percy
delicious.
Pigs on tour. I
Yeah.
talked about that's my new addiction. I go on tour.
I'm going away this weekend and I bought some Percy Pigs for the car.
Oh, you little rotter.
Ooh.
Have you tried reversey pigs? They fuck your mind. You're talking about time-space continuum. Jesus
Now
Christ.
there's so many options with fucking Percy
What do
Pigs.
you mean there's vegan Percy Pigs?
Like, what the fuck is that about?
They're actually quite nice because the different sort of chew. But reversey pigs are, you know, the wee pink bit and his wee ears are like the red bits. The face is red, the ears are pink.
This is how I eat a
Mad.
Percy Pig. Everyone has their own way. And there's no right answer.
See if you just go.
I just
open my
stack
mouth.
4. When I do a stack 4 on top of them and just fucking, that's how I do it.
See, that's impulse and lavishness, right? What you want to do is get the 2 ears, push your finger into the middle of the face, fold the ears over, then fold again. So it's a twice folded Percy Pig. Perfect for one bite down.
Would you call that a wee pork burrito?
A burrito? Yeah, I would.
Fuck's sake.
Did you do the Gumball 300?
3,000, yeah.
Oh, God,
is
I'm
the-
That's the one
signed
I'm
up.
not scoring.
I'm
That's
signed up
shite.
for the 300. Not as much. You're driving Belfast to Bangor in your own car.
Maddest experience of my life. I'll never forget that.
So that used to be on. Would that have been on like
Jackass?
Channel 4 back in the day?
It has been, It was...
What's the concept of this whole thing?
Jackass made a movie about it. And was it 2012 or 13?
Right.
And that's how I got introduced to that, right?
Did you love Jackass back in the day?
Yeah,
It was
mate.
the best thing
I
ever.
was like, mate, mad obsessed. That midget one, I felt like connected to it.
Little
Wee
guy.
man?
Nico,
Aye.
jeez, come on.
I felt like that's...
He's just a wee person, doesn't he?
I mean, I'm a wee person, like, I'm a wee bit fat, but, I mean, I'm also a wee bit short, like. But like
Wee Man was your guy.
Wee was my guy. Like
Who was your favourite jackass?
Ryan Dunn was the guy who would dance naked.
No.
Yeah, I know he's dead. Sorry.
No.
I know he's dead.
You
He's
talking
still
about
being
Party Boy? That's disrespectful. Party Boy dance naked. Ryan Dunn had self-respect.
right.
his
Like
face.
Yeah,
Party Boy.
he had self-respect when he
Yeah.
was doing all those respectful stunts.
Wow.
Yeah, Ryan Dunn was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. Like, I'll give him his dues, but
fair.
yeah, I liked him.
Give him his what?
I give him his dues. But I liked all those shows. So sorry, that put the idea in your mind.
Yeah, and the Gumball was in Belfast in 2016. Yeah.
Is
And,
Gumball a brand? Is it a thing
Yeah,
or what is
it's
the...
a brand. It's like the most famous rally. So you know the Cannonball movie, no?
No.
You know,
I know the song by Damien Rice. Do you know it?
No.
Can I sing a bit of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Stones taught me to fly.
Can you go higher?
Like high pitch?
Yeah. Like blunt. High.
Love taught me to lie.
You're actually
Come
good.
on, courage.
Nice.
Teach me to be shy. 'Cause it's not hard to fall. Sorry, I'm actually choking myself up a bit. And I don't want to lose. It's not hard to fall. And you know that. Sorry. But
He
yeah,
should
go
sack
ahead.
off his fucking comedian shit and just do singing.
That was, you know what?
Mate, you're actually
Was that
good.
actually good?
You
Like
know
that,
what?
That was
actually felt good.
actually
That actually
good.
felt good.
I'm like, applause, come on, like.
I take the piss out of you.
10
about a
people
lot
in
of
this
things.
room, one person
Yeah.
applauds.
Come on.
You know, I take it. That's the best you've ever sang.
Are you serious?
I think so.
No. Best
I think
I've ever
that's the best
sang.
you
Your
ever sang.
Stag, Lisbon, Mustang Sally in that bar where the people didn't want us to be singing.
Oh, I the family bar that they wanted us out. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I do have a video of us all singing.
Caravan of Love by the House Martins.
No, it might have been Goodbye My Lover. Maybe.
Give me your hand.
Might have been. I don't know.
You
I'm
showing
just
up
trying
Illuminati
trying to
sounds,
remember.
bro.
Yeah.
Was that James
James
Morrison?
Blunt, yeah.
Aye.
Sorry. So the movie Cannonball.
Aye. So it's a rally. The concept is a rally, right? And we can't say it's a race, but maybe it is.
Right.
Maybe who knows, right? It is the maddest, craziest rally. It's very, very exclusive, right? For me, like with my background, genuinely, I never thought it would be possible. But
You have
I've
to be
been
invited to be part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
and it cost a clean fortune, right?
To take part. Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have no idea of the inner workings of it. I've just seen the mad cars and all that kind of thing. But
It is the maddest, craziest, best thing I've ever done in my life. It has changed me and changed my life that week. Yeah, it is genuinely. It is done.
so where did you're going from where to where?
So our start was in Vietnam in a place called Ho Chi Minh City, and the finish was in Singapore. And we went through Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and the finish was in Singapore. And genuinely, I have never experienced anything like it.
And is it that you do some driving during the day, and then is it like party every night?
Yes. But it's not a wee bit of driving. It's like proper driving.
Right.
That's 800-900 kilometers. Bomb.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Who's part of your like team? Who do you got?
Who you in the car with? What car are you driving?
I was driving. I have a black Ferrari GTS, which is a heap of shit. It broke down 3 times on the rally.
Don't know. I would if you want rid of it. I'll take it. If you think it's a
No
piece of
problem.
shit,
No
I'll take
problem. No problem. It was a car that I.
How'd you get it out there?
A boat. You put it on a boat, and on the boat. It's mad.
Stand in line and go to Vietnam, bro.
No, it's what was the boat again? It was some wild name or something. So that's all organized by a company called Cars. So CCR.
What do they do?
CCRS.
Surely boats would have been better.
Boats would be more appropriate. So CCRS here in Northern Ireland, Stephen, legend, dropped it off in London, right? London cargoes on transport. You can either choose airplane, air freight, which is really expensive, right? Or boat, which is still expensive, but not as expensive.
They can put a car on a plane.
Yes. Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. One of the cars that we have here is flying over to America in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, but that's, you know what? Let me tell you one thing, right? And people are looking like, just saying, how much do you think it costs to?
Love this.
Yeah, how much do you think it costs to rent a car in America, like a cool car, for 2 weeks?
Well,
3 weeks?
I got a Mustang for my honeymoon.
How much did you pay?
Probably $600, something like that. It wasn't
In
too
total?
bad. Might have been less.
Yeah, but like, I mean, say you want to
Did you want this to be higher?
Yeah.
My answer:
Yeah.
$3,000.
Higher.
20 grand.
Yeah, 20 grand.
All right, fair enough. Never mind.
Backfire so bad.
Anyway, my point is not proven.
Oh,
but
can we guess how much it would cost to get a car from Belfast to Vietnam?
Yeah, Vietnam was relatively expensive, but America's not that expensive.
Davey, to get a car from...
I'm just trying to see if I know anybody.
No, I'm not asking you to facilitate that.
Alright, okay.
You're the last guy I would ask.
Yeah.
Cars.com, boats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
boys. I know
I'm gonna
fellas.
say 15 grand to get a
get a
car from here
car.
to Vietnam.
I'd say more than that. I'm going to go 25.
Is that one way or return?
Depending on
Return.
what it is. Return, yeah.
XVAT £19,700.
I'd be like, I'll just keep it here.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
You need a car there,
I'll
but
get one when I'm out there.
Yeah.
And those boys love bikes anyway.
Tuk-tuk.
Cycle, yeah.
tuk-tuk.
We've been in
We
tuk-tuk
tried
before,
to
yeah.
hire a tuk-tuk actually. Apparently they don't. What was the crack? Why couldn't we get a tuk-tuk? They didn't have them in Vietnam.
Oh, so we've
They've
just
started
culturally
Vietnam
appropriated it?
tuk-tuks?
Yeah.
Where were tuk-tuks from then? Thailand or something? no?
India. I'd say they started in India. I would say
There's some. Can we
we got one in
just-
London. We were so drunk.
Yeah, but
The
Thailand
McDonald's?
too, because there's a very enjoyable Thai restaurant that I like in Bangor and in Newton Arts called Tuk Tuk, delicious,
Right.
and they are Thai, based in Thailand. So Tuk Tuks aren't Thai. Those guys have got some questions to
Look
answer.
it up.
Japan.
Japan.
You know what? To be fair, those guys, they're the first at everything. They're legends.
Yeah, Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Or Japanese, big into the watches,
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
because those
Vintage
boys
watches.
love their whiskey. They're the
Whiskey
whiskey
and watches.
number one.
They like the finer things in life. I just wanted to make a really bad comment. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Thank God. So you start in Vietnam,
Yeah.
and then it's serious driving. But
Oh.
who else is taking part in this? Like, did you know anybody else taking part? Like, was there
So I
any famous
knew
people
there's-
like Andre Agassi or
There's one
Frank
one
Bruno,
person
isn't it?
from Northern Ireland that was on other team from Northern Ireland.
Hugo Duncan?
No,
I'd say
I
Michael Dean would be my guess. I could see him in a Gumball.
can't tell you who it is, but it's not Michael Dean.
Well, they're hardly keeping a low profile, taking part in the Gumball 3000.
Why can't you?
Why
tell
can't
them?
you say who? Don't
Is
say
it
it. Why
gonna
can't you
be-
say?
It's not my place to tell.
Are they famous from crime?
No.
Maybe
I
used to
love
be
that they're
involved
like-
in a wee thing that happened for
They're like,
30
we're
years.
driving a McLaren F1 for the
Uh-huh.
Gumball 3000, but I'm just keeping my head down. Don't want people to know I'm doing this.
Yeah.
What industry are they in?
I can't tell you. Right?
Tell us the industry. Or does that give it
Well,
away?
could you Google Gumball Northern Irish Rally 2024 to see who's
Well,
in
have a
it?
look. But like, there was one other team from Northern Ireland, right? So there's
Enemy.
teams, 120 teams basically.
enemy.
The enemy.
And who's in that team?
I can't tell you.
Right.
All I can say is like, it's not a race, but I beat them.
Ooh, okay.
So basically, I was number one from Northern Ireland, right?
And there's two of you just doing it.
It's still number one. Like, I mean, what do you want me to say? I won something. No, I didn't. But it is the maddest experience. 120 teams, yeah. It's 100 mate. Like,
And in like convoy.
yeah.
Ooh.
Like, not just convoy that. So we had a police convoy where basically there's no rules. So Cambodia, no rules. Cambodia is an incredibly beautiful country, by the way.
What was the best night out the whole time?
The only one I would have said, I can't remember much from Bangkok. That's my problem, right? But I didn't go ham, basically, right? We were on this mad island on the coast of Krabi in Thailand. But the first night I couldn't join because it's monsoon season, right? So the boats, mate, it was too dangerous.
Right.
So this Russian oligarch, and that's the only thing I can say about it, rented out an entire hotel Just like 5-star hotel, rented the whole fucking
And we're
thing.
not talking an Ibis, right?
No. So this entire hotel, so he saw the news. These guys are experienced, right? These guys do these rallies. It's called Team on the Run, right? On the
We have
Run.
a few of those boys from here too.
They're it's funny, right? But they're
letters.
very, like, very super amazing, like really incredible people, right? Just to clarify that. And he's apparently, right, whenever we realized I was getting close to Krabi the last 2 hours, and I saw in the group chat and I saw in the news that the boat was going to be suspended, and we were one of the last ones, we were in trouble. We couldn't get across, meaning so we couldn't make it to the finish. This guy already figured this shit out hours ago and rented out this entire, like, mad resort, 5-star resort. The entire resort was rented out. And I was like, right, I need a bed because, I mean, like, whatever. Basically, they invited us. That team had several cars on. One of the cars was just full with champagne. Like, I have photos of this. One of the cars was just dedicated on champagne.
Right.
So, yeah, we're stranded. Mate, we were there with 60, 70 bottles of fucking Dom Perignon, mate. Like, the wildest thing I've ever seen.
And is breakfast included?
It's just, mate, it is. Like,
I would love it if he's like, there's a 12 £12 charge.
What I'm telling you here is movie shit. But I'm living that there, and it like, I just like...
So everybody gets on with everyone. Basically, it's like if you're doing the rally...
You have this connect, because people think Gumball is a luxury holiday, but let me tell you, it's not, right? It is actually the opposite.
Car full of champagne.
Can I just say, you've just told us a story about a guy who bought...
After a 12-hour drive.
And he
Feel like
suddenly
it's a-
bought
feel like it's a
Dom Perignon.
holiday.
I think this is fun. you know?
After a 12-hour drive, right?
People interrailing, sleeping on a sleeper train going through Slovakia at the minute with 8 strangers. And you're like-
Trafficked.
yeah.
But it is a mad endurance thing as well. When you drive 11, 12 hours, and let me tell you, a sports car or supercar or a hypercar, they're not very comfortable. But that is it. Oh
must
man,
be
I
tough.
sound like a dick.
You get out. Oh,
Oh,
You know what you
geez.
need? You need
But
those wee wooden balls in the seats. You know, you to sit on.
I know.
I tried to
taxi
get some of
drivers.
those.
Oh, they're the best.
I tried to get some of those when I got my first car.
And they stop you getting sweaty
We
balls.
1
on.
litre Corsa. The like a Turkish taxi driver, like holiday taxi driver, beaded seat cover. They are they are the shit. I love those.
But like, it's not a lot. It is intense. No sleep. You have a wee party now and then, right?
How do you keep yourself awake?
Not me, mate. I have never touched that shit in my life.
I just meant what I just,
just
go
clarify
Lucozade.
Just to clarify
So it
that,
ripped.
I have never touched that shit in my life, right? Done other shit, but not no. But it is wild. Whenever you're driving through monsoon, the weather is mad crazy. You need to be careful with the roads. You're not in a convoy because with this weather we weren't in a convoy.
Who's in your car?
I had a friend of mine in the car.
So two of yous and you
of
taking
us.
turns?
I am a very bad passenger, so I'd done it myself. I let him drive for 100 kilometers, and I was like, this is more fucking tiring than me driving.
Not Gumball, but I drove me and William Thompson around Scotland for a couple of regional tour dates and didn't let him touch the aux cord at any point, including on his birthday. With a 4-hour drive on his birthday.
That is rude.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm driving, I like my music, and I'll cater for everybody in the car. I'm not just going to play specifically what I like, you know.
Oh, can we tell a story? It was 10 out of 10 when we were in the car. You go to the gig, and your son had access to the Alexa, and he was picking songs that were coming out your radio. And what were one of the songs? You're like, oh, this is not me.
He was at home. You tell it. He was at home, so my phone all of a sudden went on to playing songs that were also playing at the Alexa at home. That's me and David driving.
Yeah, but I don't know what the song was, but it kept coming back on. So you're like, oh, that's not me. And then the next one was the same song, and it was something really naff. Like Katy Perry Roar or something. Back and forth. And you're like, oh no.
Wasn't that?
And he's
When my
just-
son grows up, he'll be like,
Taylor Swift, like Blank Space. Or
something
something.
he'll be like, oh, you're doing me dirty here. It's not Roar. My son doesn't listen to Roar. Like,
He's at home with a wee eye of the tiger, just loving it.
I think it might have been. What is he into? I think it might have been like Stick Season by Noah Kahan or something like that. But yeah, he likes country music and stuff like
I
that.
like Stick Season's good.
Good song.
tune,
What
man.
is a stick season? It's a nice song, but I don't get what that is.
What a Stick Season is.
Like,
I
what?
don't
No
know.
one's had a stick season before. No one's been like, oh fuck, sure, it's stick. It's autumn. Maybe.
He was sick of me fucking putting it on for like fucking half a day or something.
Yeah.
But when you're driving 11, 12 hours a day, have you got a playlist going?
Yeah, hardstyle usually. Yeah, I fucking love hardstyle.
For 11 or 12 hours?
Mate,
What
I
song
love
was
that shit. You love it, you dirty hurry. Right? No, fuck me, hardstyle, mate. Fuck it.
Dave, genuine question.
You want to
Yeah.
listen? You want to?
I don't like that. I go very, very easy style. If you got invited to go, genuine question, would you do Gumball 3000?
Yeah, of course it would.
I wouldn't.
No, that'd be great.
It sounds like way too much.
But you know what I would do? I'd be like, you far away, and I'd just sleep in the passenger seat. Just going along.
I'm telling you one thing, right? It's not cheap, like I said. It's very difficult to get.
Ballpark.
But hold
Can't
on.
say.
Sorry, but you're talking the guy that buys 4
No, I
packs
can
of
be.
Marks and Spencer's
I
grapes
can. I
in
can
one
be
go, so.
open about that, but I want to
How many M&S grapes?
be very clear about, like, for me, this is a childhood dream coming true. I never
Yeah.
thought I would ever be in a position like that. I would never thought that I would be able to afford a car of that magnitude. And next to that, for me, there's a big business transaction as well, right? If I was in a different position, I could never have done that, right? If I didn't have the business or the business reasoning behind it,
Yep.
I couldn't have done that, right? The entry fee is $100,000, right, for a week. The total week would cost you an average of $150,000. That's
Diesel as well.
That's diesel as well, and insurance and transport. It is mad expensive, right? But it actually, for our business, has done wonders. The network you get in, because you go through the same experience, you are now in that network.
Yeah, yeah.
And whenever you don't want to do business, whenever you get that business as a gumballer, because you have this bond. We shared this together. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Give you an idea, right? Patrice Evras coming here on Monday, right?
I love this.
He was with me on the Gumball, right? He wasn't with me. He was on the Gumball. I know Patrice Evras for 2 years prior to that, but we didn't have, like, we met each other going out, having 1 or 2 evenings of drinks, whatever, right? But that week we actually got very close. Now he's helping me with something here back home, right? So that network is so important. That $100,000, mate. We've sold several watches to people on the Gumball. I'll have that earned back in 2-3 months. That's not the
Right.
point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that was also not the main motivation. That is definitely not the main motivation, but it allowed me to justify
Yeah, I get you.
me doing that.
Yep.
And you know what? From when I was a kid, right, or when I was a teenager, from the time of Jackass to everything I've seen, everything, I followed it every year. I've been quite close to it, and I never got the invite. And to getting the invite this year, and the most important one, which is the 25th anniversary, to being in 2016 here when they were in the Titanic quarters, to being on the start line in Vietnam, and my car fucking didn't want to start.
Right.
It was a mad experience to the
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
line, where my car broke down about 5 meters away from the finish line. It was
Oh, so did you have to do the cool runnings and just push it across the line? You had to get out and-
yeah,
Slow
kinda-
clap breaks out.
It was wild. Gareth actually jumped out of the car to film that, and someone drove over his foot. It was made the madness. You wouldn't believe it. It doesn't make any sense if I tell you. You wouldn't
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it has changed me, my life, and an outlook on many things, and of course a network that comes on the back of that.
Can you just do like a chill day? Genuine question. Like, would you find it difficult to go to a coffee shop, have a coffee, maybe go for a walk? Like, would you find it difficult to just have like a day of complete like relaxation and switch off?
Yeah,
You
I
would?
find it very difficult. I find it extremely difficult, and I'm trying to deal with that. I'm actually, funny enough, I'll be very open about this. I've tried to find help, because I'm a father of 2 kids, mate. Like, I miss my kids so much when I'm away, but I'm constantly trying to figure out a way where I can switch off when I'm with the kids, right? Back in the day, it wasn't a problem because that didn't really interfere or didn't really affect me too much. But with 2 kids, mate, that shit affects you, you know? And for me, really, I'm trying to figure out that balance. But I've lived I'm living an incredible life, right? Dream above dream. Like I said, back in the day, mate, I lived in Banbridge. I couldn't afford my rent. I had a girlfriend that paid my fucking rent, right? And that, I swear to God, right? To where I am now, mate, I am just so incredibly grateful and I will never fucking complain. But finding that balance is just nearly impossible. Like, I'm on a journey to discover how to fix that. You see what I mean? And how to, like, I don't know. Has it got anything to do with ADHD? I don't know. Has it got to do anything with? I am just every time in that rush. But what I would really like is having a moment like that, right? And you know what? I always said if I was just after the Gumball, because the Gumball, like I said, it was the best experience of my life. I took a week off after the Gumball and I flew the family over to Dubai, and we had some time with the family. I couldn't relax. I was able to catch up with sleep, but I couldn't mentally relax.
Yep.
And that really, really worries me.
Yeah.
And I really need to figure out, and I need to figure that stuff out very soon.
I think that's a balance for, obviously when you're doing as much travel as you do, but I think anyone who's like self-employed or anything like when you are your business, it's so difficult. Like when we travel for shows, like when I was talking about being in Scotland for like 2 or 3 days, it's so difficult. And I'm an hour away. You know, I tell you what, if you're we all have 2 kids, if you're ever like traveling and missing home, if ever Luke Combs' Front Door Famous comes on shuffle on a Spotify playlist, skip on. Fuck me, that song will end you.
That's what ends you.
It's great, but that balance is
Back in the day, I thought it was Elvis Presley with My Boy, and then I realised he didn't have a son. Fucking liar.
And do you know what's the craziest thing? On the way here, I promise you, I put on a Spotify playlist of Elvis on the way to the studio today, and this morning was the first time I ever heard that song.
Yeah?
How mental is that? That's not even a well-known song. But the song, because I thought when I listened to it, I went, "This is going to be an emotional song about a father and son." It's him being like, "Listen, me and your ma are done."
Yeah, exactly.
Go fuck yourself.
But he never had a son, so that's a lie. And I feel like I've been lied to for the majority of my life.
Yeah.
Like that was heartbreaking. Like
Me and
fuck Elvis.
Dave are emotional guys.
If
We're
he's still
missing our
alive, I
kids.
would go after him.
Yeah.
I like to cry. It's good to cry.
I do. There's no integration for better help here. Like, I mean, it's just Manscaped this time.
I mean, that helps your mental health a bit as well. We shave.
Yeah.
You're a wee bit hairy down there, a wee bit groggy. We shave.
You're saying that people have genuine mental health problems? Get the lawnmower 5.0 out?
Maybe.
With that wireless charging technology?
Maybe. That's maybe what it needs. But no, definitely. No, that's good to hear you saying that you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and you want to try to do something about it.
Yeah, because I don't want to be disconnected from my children, mate. Everything I do today, since I became a father, and for you the same, maybe the same. The first 7-8 months, I didn't feel like this is normal, right? What the hell is going on? All of a sudden, like, I need to love this unknown person that all of a sudden joined my life. This is my child, right? And I felt like really weird because I was like, I couldn't really fully, like, because it was wild. I can't describe this, right? Today it's completely different. He's turning 2 in a couple 3 weeks. I fucking miss my kids. I love my kids, but it took me a good couple of months to grow in, or maybe even a year to grow into that, and that actually made me think: is it me? Am I a problem? Do I have some emotional disconnect? Am I just, what is going on here? You see what I mean? And that was quite difficult, to be honest. But I've got over that. But everything I do today is for the next generation. And I'm not even joking. That's in my car, actually, as well. My son's name is in the car for the next generation. I never thought that I would be able to afford a expensive car. Mate, that wouldn't even be in the wish list, right?
Yeah.
That's how far away it was. So I wanted to be very clear for myself. And I'm trying to create memories with that exact car with my son on, because I would love to have, if I was him and I would be 37 like I am now, I would have loved to have memories like that from my father. Unfortunately I don't, and I'm like, I want to create that for him, you see what I mean? And that's why I chose that car. And that's what, long story, I'm not going to go mad deep into that, but I changed as a person. With kids do that, mate.
And instantly changed.
In your defence though, whenever the kids they're a bit weak when they're just born.
Aye.
I mean, they don't talk, they don't do anything. You're just kind of like, what are you going to do? You need to wait till they talk a bit, and then you're like, they're great.
Aye, I need to love it, but it's keeping me fucking awake. What the hell is this?
And like, why are you so small, making so much noise? That's impressive.
Just wise up, mate. Like,
Yeah.
it is. Listen,
But
that is balancing. I have worked 7 days a week for 9 years straight, right?
Yeah.
Given everything, right? Same as yourself, right? Very difficult fucking being on stage and like hoping that people like what you're doing, and then trying to hustle, trying to work and work harder, and then doing a big breakthrough in Austin. Like, that is fucking class, mate. Like, I have my own journey, but I also have a family, right?
Yeah.
So these are two different perspectives, and this is why what we talked about earlier, just before the podcast. That's why it affects me so much if something like that ends up in the news, because it's home. I don't care if it's in America or in any other, but when stuff happens at home, this is my house. I'm bringing my kids to nursery. There's people that see me. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
People know who I am, and that's why I want to keep that stuff away from home.
Yeah. I think it's good that, like Dave says, like that you recognize, like, you need to switch off and all that kind of thing, because you feel like if you're relaxed, you feel like you're not providing, or you feel like you're not on it, but then, and I suppose, like, having stuff to pass on is obviously, like, we all want to do that, but I think, like, when you're passing on, like, when you're passing on your time, currently, like, there's nothing better than,
like, that is the thing. And I think as well, like, whenever I find what helps me is, again, because I'm only recently a full-time comedian, so I was like, I need to be working all the time, and I was losing a bit of time with the kids, and my mind was never switched off. Now things are a bit more settled, I would go, right, I'm taking a day off today, and it's just them, you know what I mean? And what'll be work-wise, I'll get it tomorrow, and that's nice. Like, I did that last Friday, and it was great, you know. It was just able to pick them up from school, go to the park.
How long are you
all
full-time
day.
now?
3 years.
Right,
So, like, it's just that being that, but, you know, you have to make the time, and again, it's hard to switch off. And I think maybe, like, I think as a parent and as a partner to my wife too, like, we get that guilt where if you're going out doing work, it's almost like, oh, I need to hurry back to, you know, take the burden off there, and vice versa. Whereas I'd say to her, we need to work on not being as guilty at leaving the other person, 'cause it's fine, you know.
And
So
I think you can give them so much, like, in terms of inheritance and all this kind of thing, but they will appreciate more than anything material. They'll appreciate time more.
Aye, absolutely. There's two things, right? Like you said, my wife, man, she's a fucking rock star, and she has to deal with all this, right?
Well, we
So
wouldn't be
guilt
able to do our
and-
stuff without.
Yeah.
Aye, exactly. Feeling guilty that she's alone with the kids again. She has a support system around her, but that is a hard one to deal with, right?
Yeah.
But the other bit is, and I started worrying about that now. How old are your kids?
They're 6 and 4.
Right, you're exactly in that age. Mine are 1 and 2. How
4
old?
and 2.
4 and 2, like, similar. So, I was one of my business partners lives in Glen Eagles in Scotland, right? And we were talking about kids' TV shows, right? Back in the day, right? So, have you ever seen Californication?
No, just
That's not a kids' TV show, but have you ever seen
David Duchovny?
Yeah.
David
Right,
Duchovny?
where the first episode of this 7-long season, the first 5 minutes, he walks into church, gets a blowjob from a nun, then fucks a 16-year-old, which he's not aware of, right? But, like, I mean, that's the pilot of this show, right? And this show today...
And this is on CBeebies.
No. No, listen. You get to the point. But today, this TV show would not be allowed. Right?
Yeah.
It's absolutely one of the best TV shows, and it's shaped my teenage years.
David
as well.
Duchovny in it?
Yeah. He had a sex addiction after the show.
Red Shoe
Funny enough.
Diaries.
He actually did. But now comes the thing. We started then talking with my friend. It's like, I watch it as well. And then we got back to children's TV shows, right?
I'd love to know that segue.
Right. Cow and chicken, right?
Yeah.
Cow and chicken. If you put that on TV today for kids, it's not like, it won't be allowed. But I'm like, today you have the Coco Melon where they brainwash fucking kids. I don't know what
Coco Melon's bullshit.
Oh, mate. It's like, what am I
Fuck
going to
that
have?
guy.
Yeah, fuck that
JJ?
bastard.
With his curl?
Baby John?
Mate. Apparently, kids watching Coco Melons give them like speech delays and stuff
And
like
they talk
that.
American and all. The
Yeah.
dad in Coco Melon's a cock as well.
But my point is, right? I don't
Fuck
know
him.
what I can have my kids watch. He's 2 years old, right? He loves
Asshole.
TV. Watches fucking
No,
Paw
you're
Patrol.
sorry. I'm still talking about the dad from Coco Melon. You mentioned your son, I said
Oh,
asshole.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck
I'm talking about the dad from Coco Melon.
Coco Melon could fucking climb a tree, right?
Yeah, and jump out of it.
Yeah.
You little bitch.
Oh.
The dad in Coco
Exactly.
Melon.
But
I hear
my
it.
kid I only allow him to watch a wee bit of TV on a Sunday.
Californication.
Best TV show in the
I'll
world.
tell you what's 10 out of 10. Bluey.
Yeah.
Bluey. Have you ever seen Bluey?
No.
Brilliant.
Don't you blow your mind?
Yeah.
Bluey's a girl.
I know. And so's Bingo, her little
Yeah,
sister.
they are.
Bluey is made in Australia, and you could actually watch it. It's funny. It's brilliant.
Have you watched
Absolutely.
Californication?
No.
But
Have you
I'm
watched
not going
it?
to let my 6 and 4 year old watch that. Nico.
No. You shouldn't. No.
Uncle
That's
Nico
when you're
said it's okay.
But I just wanted to prove a point that TV shows nowadays, back when we grew up, we were way more lenient, right? And I don't think that this is good. That
Even Jackass, Jackass couldn't start now.
no,
You know.
exactly. But it has, like, I think our generation is going to be stronger with less problems than the next generation, and I am really cautious about what I'm going to have. I don't want my kids to watch any woke bullshit on fucking TV. You see what I
Coco
mean?
Melon.
Coco Melon and fucking bullshit. I don't. I want them to grow up like proper people, like you see what I mean?
Getting sucked off in church. That's what I want. This is it.
Oh man, I mean, when he's teenager, yes. Joking, no, I'm not. But you see what? Entourage, another example, right?
Great. At the time.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't put that on TV anymore because we're all becoming so woke, protective. Oh, fuck off! Just find a fuck. Our generation are the best. It's the best generation. We're good people, and we watch that shit, and that made us good people.
Is this your way of saying you want more blowjobs on TV? It feels like a
Churches.
Dave, number one kids TV program right now. Go.
Kids TV program.
I'm going Bluey.
Cow
Easy.
and chicken, Bobby's World, mate. Montana Mouse, or what was it, the mouse? Montana Jones.
Yeah. Bluey's
Bluey's
good.
up there, like.
Bluey is good, like. But I don't mind it, man. Holly watches like that, like, you know, cheerleading dance shows and all now.
Mr. Tumble's a boyo, like.
Oh no. I can't. You know
Dumb
what-
and Dumber, did you ever watch that?
Yes, watched they were. I like Blippy. I don't like him. Blippy does. my
Blippy's
head in.
in. Oh, fuck.
Blippy does my
You're going
head
about to FaceTime Blippy? Sometimes you'll do it. You mention anyone, Nico's like, I'll FaceTime.
Matilda.
If you FaceTime Blip, if you FaceTime the dad from Coco Melon, I'll get on with him right now.
Matilda watches a show called The Tales Grim, which is and it's like
name for
it's like
that?
about the
Sounds like
brothers
an old
Grimm.
Chaucer
It's
book.
brilliant. It's on Netflix, but it was like I was watching the other day. It's like and it was about Hansel and Gretel, and she couldn't get through the door, so she had to cut her finger off and use it as a key. And I was like, I don't know if you should be watching this. And she was
Yeah.
like, but I like it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find old school Nickelodeon TV shows. Because we were talking about
Rugrats.
Keenan and
Rugrats,
Kel.
yeah, for sure. Hey Arnold.
Hey football head. Like that's another
People
thing.
used to say I had
Bullying
a
used
head
to
like
be
Yeah.
able to do
Arnold.
that.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
said I had a head like Hey Arnold.
And
It gave
it's-
me PTSD when you
It's
said Hey Arnold.
fine. You know, it's fine. It creates man. You know, it creates fucking a wee bit.
Oh, I went into a shell for years.
Then I do think like,
Did you end up all right? Yes, you did.
but like the
mean,
whole sticks. and
Thank God
stones,
I have stand up, put it that way.
That's got to be a thing again.
Or I
isn't it?
do like something terrible in Castle
As
Court.
told by Ginger. I mean,
What's that?
Doug, I remember him.
As-
Or Ren and Stimpy.
Oh,
as
Doug was
told
a
by-
guy, like?
as told by Ginger, which is
Yeah.
about
I
a
don't know
fucking
that.
ginger girl, right?
Yeah.
Sister?
I don't know.
Oh, what was Doug's mate called? Skater.
Skater.
Interesting
That's
choice
right.
for a child. Isn't
There's
it?
no skaters these days.
No. Well, there is. But they get
Rocco's
cancelled.
Modern Life. I mean, but like
Saved by
Today
the Bell.
everything is just so fucking
Screech.
woke.
Sex tape.
Didn't he do
dead.
poo stuff?
Huh?
Screech? Didn't he do poo stuff?
Probably, like him and Mr.
Because I
Bell.
remember
Do you
somebody.
not agree?
I mean, I think generally speaking, everybody needs to be a bit like offense needs to be something that happens in life. People can be offended. You should
It's
be
your
allowed
choice
to
to
be
be
offended.
offended.
Yeah, but then you should also be like, if someone says something to you, not be like, you can't say that. Be like, I need to deal with that better. You know, if you want to say it, that's, you know, I'm not sticks and stones. Words will never hurt me. You know, but people are very hurt by words. You know.
Do you not agree?
Yeah, I think nowadays you look at even like comedies that were made in, say, like the Will Ferrell era, like when they were making and Judd Apatow, they were making all those just fucking brilliant comedies.
Yeah.
They can't be made anymore. I don't watch a lot of new stuff that comes out.
I genuinely believe that the reason why I'm successful, or I got my success on YouTube, is because I was a wee bit more. I had a wee bit more balls and told a wee bit more the truth. It was a wee bit because I wasn't as fucking
So it
woke as all these
stands
other
out more. Yeah.
bastards. You see what I mean? But that's, I feel, the only reason why I made a wee bit of a.
But what I see, like, see now, you'd watch a lot of things and you'd almost be rolling your eyes, but I know why that's in, I know why they're saying that, I know why, and it's like they're doing that for a reason to appeal to, or like to bend the knee to being woke. Or
Well, baldy
you know.
stuff's illegal now, isn't it?
Yeah,
You were
with
telling
sex
everyone?
crimes, brother.
Dave
So
said this.
if anybody
It's a real BBC article.
makes
What,
fun of me being bald, that's considered to be sexual abuse now.
You can go to Turkey
So-
for that. Both, by the
No,
way.
listen, you've just not sold me turkey teeth, but I'm happy to be bald. I look better, suit a bald head. But people call me bald, call me
You
baldy.
feel
I
like
can
a
suit
wee
them.
I
bit
hate
of a
that people say that about you.
motorcycle gang member. That's when
Yeah,
I feel a wee
like
bit
a-
intimidated. It's
Yeah,
not a bad
gangbang.
thing.
Yeah, I feel good.
Where's
Yeah, I like
your
it.
Where's your jacket that says like fucking Hell's Angels? or
Next
something?
door, hanging up. But no, I like leather.
Yeah.
wasn't really what we were talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm a leather daddy. That's what people call me.
You've done the coolest thing ever, which is
This.
sponsoring a football team. I love that. Your name's gonna.
That's
They're
cool.
calling the ground. Are they changing the name of the ground?
Yeah, we're
Inver
working
Park's
on
going to be called what?
that. I don't know yet. Any suggestions? Let's decide it here on the pod and make
The
it
Shane
happen.
Todd Bowl.
Not that one. We can do that temporarily. Make a temporarily sign for the crack.
Pride and Pinion Stadium.
Pride.
Sounds
Pinion
really
Park.
woke.
Pride and Pinion Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about
Yeah.
that as well. Yeah,
You're
It's
just
in the
saying
options.
Yeah.
Let's decide that here on this pod.
Pride and Pinion Park
Yeah.
is pretty great.
Yeah.
Say it
Shout out
5
to
times
Pride
quick.
Park. Yeah. You know.
Pride and
The
Pinion Park.
PPP.
Yeah. Oh, the PPP.
Yeah.
The triple P. 3P.
Here's what I love the idea of that, and I would like you to facilitate the people at Larne sending me loads of their black training gear in a size medium.
I'll sort
I know
that
that's
out.
quite specific, but I love their
With
content.
the black
social
logo
media,
as well?
black and gold, all their black and gold training stuff, and put a squad number on it that no one has, so then
Yeah.
people see me in it walking.
What
around
number
the
do you
shops
want?
with,
71.
28.
There'll be
I
a
panicked.
28.
28 is already
No, like
taken.
that. 28th taken.
You'd have to go like 40s or 50s.
36, my age.
Oh, no problem.
36. I would love that. Thank you.
Done.
I would really
Consider
like
it
that.
done. I'll have that
Size
with
medium.
you on Wednesday.
Tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I love that.
What are you doing tomorrow then? Why do you want it tomorrow? I'll sort it out if you want it tomorrow.
It's Saturday and Larne might have a fixture, so my plan would be to just drive around like different centres around Larne in the morning, just be like getting a coffee and
But
looking
you
at people
think that'd be fun? But then some be
match
like,
a day.
but you're Shane Todd. Like, why are you dressed like that?
That's right.
Full
That's
kit
right.
wanker?
Yeah, no, I
Like,
don't
why
need
you-
it tomorrow.
Yeah, and we've got what? You've got your age and your name in the back. You fucking nerd.
I don't want my name on the back.
Yeah, Shane, mate, 36. Happy birthday, me.
You want me? You know what? There is a Todd in our squad. To be fair.
Yeah, S Todd.
Exactly.
I
There
could
is a
play
Todd.
as him some week.
Hey,
I
do
would
you want me
love
to
that.
register? No? Get you on the.
If I'm registered,
Do you want
I
to
could
become a
just
professional
say
footballer?
I'm a
Hold
yeah,
on,
and they
hold
don't
on.
need to pay me.
This is a
No, the
moment
problem
you've been
is
waiting
with
for all
that-
your life, isn't it?
The problem with this is you have to.
Dave's
be
on a
paid.
register.
Let's create a football team, a professional football team.
And we can just say we
No, we can because I'll
We
get
go
the
back to the
contract. in
bullies who
place.
called us Hey Arnold. I'm a
Exactly.
professional footballer now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
There you go.
Um,
it.
I love that you've got the naming rights for the ground. I love that.
You know, the thing is, I've been involved with the club for many years.
Yeah.
And I fucking love the people, right? The volunteers, everyone there at the Crines. I love them to bits. It gives me, I I really enjoy going there, right? I take my wee man. That's my thing that I do with the wee man. I take him with me, and it is just, it puts me back on earth.
Yeah.
Whenever after Gumball or after all sorts of things, what I think I am at the moment, who do I think I am, right? Or the shit I have to deal with sometimes. Going to Larne, just nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. It's just like, yeah, whatever. Like I just love that. I love the people involved there, and we're in further talks. I've showed interest in the club before with some other stuff. I just really like. It feels like home. I feel really, I just feel really at home there.
There's a gig. Have you done that reading rooms gig yet? We've talked about it. There's a venue in Larne called the Reading Rooms,
and it was cancelled. Remember?
and it's like we were doing a charity gig there, an action cancer gig, and they went like a few hundred. It holds a few hundred. They were like the venue, like, you know, it hasn't been done up in a while, and this. It's one of the best venues in the country. I've done it twice now. I did a tour show there.
Aye.
So like, I used to do a character who would slate Larne in every video I did.
Aye.
But actually, like, with that venue and the fact that
I
football club
remember
were
I
doing
was
so much,
pissed off with you about that.
I've
once.
got to.
I think in a tweet like years ago, it's like, the best thing about Larne is the road out of it, and I was like, fuck Shane Todd, fuck him. Like you were saying something.
Nico, but people shouldn't get offended so easily.
Yeah, no, I know. That was my woke period. Sorry.
That does sound like a tweet I would have put up, to be fair.
I was like, fucking raging.
What is it about Larne that is Larne is a go-to, like, punchline?
Do you know what?
Comedy.
It
I
just
would
say
became
ours
a
is,
punchline, but actually when you go to it, it's
Yeah.
actually like 100%.
Can you imagine this, right? You have these coastal towns in fucking Spain where the houses cost clean fortunes. You can fucking build a paradise there.
In
Right?
Larne,
Oh,
40
mate.
quid.
Like, no. You can build, like, can you imagine having, like, hospitality and, like, have Larne become a destination, not like Newcastle, but proper luxury. You could actually create that in Larne.
It's
But I just every day looking out that sea border, I'd be.
Shut up, you heard it.
boys, thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Davey, you got anything you want to plug or promote? Any shows, Big Shooter?
Yes, I am doing.
He
a
wants
show.
to promote Highland Springs water.
I
Dave,
did
tell people. Dave takes the label off every water he gets.
water suppliers. If you want to sponsor me and be my official water, holler at me. Otherwise, I'll keep.
He
the
loves
label off.
Highland Springs. That's why I took the label off. But he finished the bottle
I
anyway.
did- you know, I like to be hydrated. Nico said you want about me.
Exactly, it's good
I'm a
water.
hydrated guy, I
You
like
told
to
me
pee.
this was the best water you've ever had.
It's tasty water. It's tasty. It's
So
tasty.
now you did plug it and you took the label off.
Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. 20th of December, we're doing a big gig, Warren Point, Newry. A few of the lads
Can
got
I
booked for
come?
last night. Town Hall. Yeah, come on.
It's a brilliant venue. Who's on?
Yeah, me, Darren, maybe another female act who had name starts with D. I don't know, but maybe it's not confirmed yet. But it's all.
I had to speak in front of 150 people in Cambodia. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. How
No.
the fuck do you do that?
What did you have to say to them? Because that's a fun experience. That.
Can you all get off the road so me and the boys can roll through?
Aye, fuck me, that was scary.
And what were you just like?
I had to present an auction lot, which was the watch that in Bangkok.
Oh no.
Nearly got.
So that's why people are following you to Bangkok. Then if you're just doing that, I've got this watch by the way. Cheers. They're coming for you.
That was wild, but I've fucking. How many people are going to be in Warren Point?
It'll be probably
About
300.
300,
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll be big old
Good
venue.
venue.
Yeah.
Nico, you don't need to plug Pride and Pinion.
Pride and
Just go
Pinion, if
out.
you want to buy or sell your watch, I'll see you there.
In
Yeah.
the Merchant Hotel.
Do you
Merchant
buy any
Hotel.
watches?
I'll buy any watches.
Do you mind people who just come and have a look?
Of course I want that.
Yeah.
Of course. As long as we are able to share our passion. It's not about transactions. Like, it's not, of course you need to do business, but selling an expensive watch needs to, like, let's buy a fucking £1,000 watch today. It doesn't work like that.
If you had a big, do you have any like renowned teasers? And they come in, they tease you, be like, I think I want one. Then they go in, you're like, ah, bastard.
What I do hate is from the fucking bullshitters. Like, if you're a bullshitter, you come to me, you act like, oh, I have this and this, I'm going to buy this, and I come back to you, and it's like, don't fucking come. Just go fuck off. Like, I mean,
Like the dad and Coco Mill.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
He would do that.
I'm like, I hate that bullshit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then blank you or
Oh,
oh,
who would be one of your, like, would David Duchovny be up there for somebody you'd like to get a watch to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Final question. You've so many people have, when they come over or you go to them. Luke Holmes, I mentioned earlier.
Aye.
You're spending the day with him. You're doing some business. Who's the number one guy that would come over here that you would just take out for the day, maybe show some watches to?
I think it would be Denzel Washington.
Oh, imagine that.
And I think we can actually make that happen at some point. We have a wee bit of a good connection, but Denzel Washington is, for me, together with Al Pacino, were my two favorite actors.
Yeah.
Right? Fair. Like, I've seen every Al Pacino movie, right? Denzel Washington, what a G the guy is, right?
Yeah.
That would be for me to pin. Like, I'm not very quickly starstruck, but that, like, the way he talks is just like,
Yeah.
wow.
But here's a wee bit of trivia. Do you know who Al Pacino has on his phone cover?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know? Shrek. Yeah. I found that pretty weird. Al Pacino got Shrek on his phone. Loves him. And he's like, but you wouldn't think Al Pacino had this on his phone? Yeah, you're right, Al.
Did he not do a voiceover? No.
Do you know Al Pacino's dad invented a really famous drink? You know Al Pacino's dad?
Cap.
His first name's Cap. Thank you, folks.
Let's get ready.